So we have a copy for everybody that couldn't make it. And we're gonna be talking about the search engine, okay? There's a new search in here, a little bit more flexible. Yeah, BD has done a lot of things for the SEO, okay? Especially in the last, I would say, what, 2, 3 years in regards to the SEO. So the SEO has actually improved. The loading speed has actually improved too because of the new servers. Um, and JavaScript compressions and a lot of new techniques that they're using. So that also is good for the whole Brain Directories environment. But we're going to be talking about a specific search engine, not the search engine that Google uses, but the search engine that you have on your site. So we got to go to Brain Directories to check that out. And when you go to the add-ons, well, free add-ons or the premium ones, doesn't matter. Um, you type search, and there's a lot of add-ons that you have that are either related to the search engine in a visual way or a functional way. Okay, so like the grid view, that's visual. Okay, ping posts, the map, those are all visual. Okay, but when you want to actually customize how the search engine works on your site, then that's where you start using stuff like the global website search, expanded keyword search, and a couple others that you could use. And let's just open them up so you can get an idea of what they are. This one too, this one too. So you can go over each one. Okay, so expanded keyword search. What does this do? So by default, without the add-on, every time you search, you use the keyword input box. That one that says keyword and location. So you use the keyword one. It searches in all these fields. So it searches for the first name, last name, the company, and the category that the member that member or the members are in. If you have this add-on, then basically it searches for a couple more. Okay, it searches then about us. It searches for other stuff that I don't really like. This one I don't understand. Large text fields. I don't. I'm guessing text input text areas that have a lot of information similar to the about us, probably. And actually searches basically all or most of the default fields that you have on the system. Okay, that's good and that's bad depending on how many members you have and what you were trying to do with that search. But this is one of the add-ons that you get there. Then there's the global website search. So what it does is it does the same search, but it actually does the search in all features. So you get, actually the image here is nice. So if you have this specific add-on, you're able to search for members and it behaves the same way. You could search for the first name, last name, all that. But it also searches using those same keywords on the articles, events, jobs, photo albums, properties, products, etc. So any feature, including custom features that you've created, are going to be searched by that. Okay, so that's great if you want that. And by the way, I'm going through all this because not everybody would need the advanced search engine that I'm talking about here, or I'm going to be talking about here. It's very it applies to a lot of specific industries for specific cases. Let's put it like that. So if any of the VIP add-ons that BD offers already cover this, then there's no need for the flexible search engine. It's called. Um, so here's that one. Here's another one, keywords for categories. That's just you add, here you can see, you add categories. If you go to the member category section and you can, and let's just do it here. You go to my content, edit post settings, not edit post settings, sorry. My members, member categories. And here on the side, you have categories, I mean keywords, or an area where you can put keywords so that people, if they type this, they also find the members are inside this category. Typically, what I tell BD owners is, if you have chocolate here, try to type here misspell ways of putting that word, so that can actually help you. If somebody misspells a word, then they'll still end up on the proper category or get the proper search results. If you have similar words like synonyms, or in your industry, they words that are shared in regards to the actual category name. So if you have here, for example, medical, you could put here physician, or if you have here physician, if you type medical here, it could be, matched against that. So that those are some ideas that you can do with the related keywords, and play around with them so they get matched against the category here. Um, so that's that one. And let me see, we cover that one. Predictive keyword search. Search functionality is a key element. Pam, 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 pam. The predictive keyword search add-on helps users find information on your website even faster. Okay, so this is basically the auto suggest. So you start typing on those sites that you have a little box at the top on the keyword, and you start typing, and then suggestions start showing up. Here you can see it. This is called internally, I mean, this is called the auto suggest. Okay, and they call it here predictive keyword search. So it's basically the same thing. You start typing, and then it suggests what members could be matched against what you're typing so far, or categories or subcategories. This one is a very good one too, and you actually control that one by going to the developer hub, and you go to auto suggest settings, assuming you have the VIP on for that one. So here you can control how it behaves if you're searching for, um, you know, on the global search for classified features, coupons, events, etc., etc., etc. And the last one is the member one, which is the most popular one there. And here you say, well, I want the auto suggest to start kicking in after they type 2 letters, or 3 or 4, and how many you want to do, and how many results you actually want to show, and what information, how the information is going to be showing on that auto suggest pop-up box. So do you want to show the members? By default, it's going to say something like listing, but you can say members. Or if your members are doctors, so you can say physicians. Or if they're lawyers, you can say, lawyers, or whatever you want to put there. Okay. And how many you want to show based on this, like you got 10 to play around with. Uh, Out of the 10, you want to show 3 or 4 or 5 that are going to be members, and the other ones are just for the categories and subcategories. Okay. And all I'm talking about here is the default behavior. The default behavior of what BD offers. And again, if you're gonna be customizing the site, or you're just gonna get it, or you're hesitating with the VIP add-ons, I highly recommend getting the VIP add-ons. It's just that at the 3 tier level. So the first level is the owner of the site. You get a lot of benefits, and you make your life easier by having the VIP add-ons. And then the, the the second tier, which are the members, your clients or direct clients, they get a lot of benefits from a lot of the VIP add-ons that are there. Okay, and you are able to offer them more. It's like a added value for them, a lot of added value for them. So this is like a requirement. And for the visitors, they also, which is the last tier, um, they also get a lot of value if you have the VIP add-ons on this site. So it's every time people are hesitating about that, they should actually know that the VIP add-ons actually add a lot of value on the site. And lastly, if you're a developer, you're gonna hire a developer, and you've not customized your site to add, like you don't have the VIP add-ons. Again, I highly recommend getting the VIP add-ons because of the following. If you do customization on the site, and I don't mean a simple one, because a simple one won't have the issue that I'm about to talk to. But if you do multiple customization on the site everywhere, you tell your developer to customize the search and the features, and how members are how are they're shown on their public profile, etc. You do a lot of changes, and then maybe in the future you decide, well, you know what, I'm gonna get the VIP add-ons. The VIP add-ons are gonna override a lot of the customizations. That's the second complaint that people get on a BD site, and that's because they should have gotten the VIP add-ons before customizing the site. So I know for a fact several of you have already paid twice um, or more for the same work because you did that mistake that you didn't know. So it just now with this video now you know. Okay. Um, and do remember to go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/brilliant directories training. So you can see all the videos that I've made there so everybody can get free training and you can learn more about the platform. And that's basically a channel built based on the questions of everybody in the community. Okay. So talking about the community, let's go over there. Let me put it here. That's very small. Let me just drag that here. Okay. So here's where we start talking about the the the, the search engine. Okay. So let me put this here, back here. Are there any questions before I start talking about the benefits of the search engine, which are too much? So too many, 7 years of development. So there's way too many. Basically, before I start talking about it, I want to cover all the pending questions. If you have any question, leave it in the comments. I'm all alone. Crickets. Nothing. Okay. Thank you, Brenda. I thought I was like, okay. Okay, so let's jump in here. So the search engine, for everybody that already has it, it's gonna get a plugin. So by the way, a plugin is something that you have here. You're gonna see a section that says plugins, and you're gonna see new search engine or search engine or something. You click there, and you typically see something like this to manage how you wanna customize the whole search experience for your visitors and your members. Because members, there's some sites that actually have members that can search for other members. Like they gotta log in to be able to contact those specific, let's call them premium or VIP members. And for the visitors that come to your site, they can use that same experience of searching so they can, you can customize the whole experience yourself through a plugin. You don't have to code. The whole point of this for you to not be able to code and not even worry about coding. So that's the important thing here. So once I got the plugin here, which is going to be this same month, we're just testing it out. You'll be able to choose between way too many options. Obviously, all the options are explained. They have their own like hint or documentation about what it does, how it can help you, in what niche it actually applies to, or how it can actually apply to your specific case. So they're very well documented. Okay, and obviously for everybody that got the new search engine. Hi Sarah. Yep, you're gonna get that. You don't have to pay for that. You already have the the search engine. So yeah. So the idea for the plugin is to replace me. You don't need me anymore. What the only thing that I ask, and you already know about this, is feedback. So just tell me what else we can do with the search engine so we can improve it for you. Okay, to make it better for you, your visitors, and your members. Okay, so in your particular case, you already have it. So there's no need to pay for it or pay individually for the plugin. That's something that's again like an added bonus or something to make it easier for you instead of coding it. Okay, so I got your back there. And yeah, it's this month. It's this month we're gonna have that baby there. Again, there's feedback that you can send over about, well, I would love for the plugin to look like this, to behave like this, to have this option, etc. Feel free. Jay, why is everybody asking that? Yes. And for some weird reason, I already tried it and it worked. But let's just leave it like that because this is gonna turn into a chat GPT kind of conversation. The thing worked. You could feed it information about your site, and then it starts learning, and then you got your own chat bot there. Um, which is the scary thing is it was too fast to build it. Like it learned that I was using PHP, MySQL already gave it some instructions, and the thing is like, okay, now I know everything about everybody on the site, so you can start, you know, chatting with them or something. That yeah, it is, but you, obviously as humans we gotta be able to control that because somebody could come to your site and abuse it, or for example, let's say that you're charging by leads or you're charging by something else, they could abuse you. So the at the end of the day, the idea or what I always have to have in mind is making sure that you get profit from the site, or you get that time that you spend building the site, you get some money in return, or I make your life easier without somebody actually creating chaos for you. Because I know that time that all of you have actually dedicated to building a site like this. Okay, I should explain how it will work. That would be a good idea. Okay, so coming back to the search engine, you'll have a plugin where you can work with it. I did see a question here, and that's why I was talking with one of the other BD owners and mentioning I was just talking to him and saying that one of the questions here, for example, here's Paul. Paul, this is a great question by Paul. So rural areas, and that sounds like Australia, UK, a lot of states in the US, Canada. So there's a lot of places where Google doesn't really help in a proper way because of the distance or how you're trying to locate them, etc., etc., etc. So here's where I understood here. So they have this question. Do you offer coaching online? If they do, then it should be possible for them to actually show there instead of being forced to be in the metropolitan areas. Okay, so that gave me an idea, and well, one thing led to another, and now we're creating a video about this. So let me just give you one of the options of the search engine. And again, I coded the search engine, but it's not mine. It's actually the community, you guys, because you're the ones that for 7 years have been feeding me ideas about what you actually need, how we can improve the search engine quality for your members, yourself, the visitors, etc. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into all these details here, but we're gonna do this case super fast. Okay, so let me just close everything here, and you can see how fast encoding is done. And again, you're not gonna be coding. You're just gonna go here, click an option, and you're done. You solve this. Okay, and in your particular case, you're not supposed to be coding. So I'm gonna do it on my end, but this is all gonna be automated through the plugin in, let's say, in 2 weeks at most. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so we need a question that we ask our members that if they say yes to it or if it has a specific value, then they show independently of the location that's being searched on. So in this case, you offer coaching online. Okay, let's go to the form manager, and let me see, because I actually was doing this for some training for other developers. So give me 1 second. My daughter is here. ¿Sí? Sí, me gusta mayor. Ok, vaya, ya, ahora te lo pongo. Vaya, pues, mi bebé. Vaya con mamá. Ok, dale pues. Bye. Te amo. Okay, so let's jump. Sorry for that. My daughter, she's the boss. Okay, so we're gonna look for received messages. I know we were okay. So here's one online service, and this is if they offer online services. Actually, that means that it's here. Okay, so it's here. And let's do it. Let's do it. So this it's online service. Okay. There's a specific value on the search on this flexible search engine that basically does that. It tells the system, hey, if somebody, this one, member included list. So what I do is the following. I say, well, if somebody sets the online service to 1, meaning yes, then show them. That's all. That's all I did. I saved that puppy there. This was a testing site. That's why you see bars and clubs there. But let's do Miami. Okay. Let me just remove that. Sorry, it's here. Miami. And I'm pretty sure I'm not in Miami. Yep, I mean really far away from Miami. Okay, there's no results. But if we had an option here to show online members, okay, and let me show you some, well, don't mind the customizations, okay, just this is a testing site. Okay, so we got all that there. Let me double check here the search engine. We got online services. Yep, member included list. And let me make sure that I save that as yes. Okay, give me a second. Let me debug this because could be customizations here on this side. Oh, sorry. Right, this is an events site. I gotta go to the members page. My fault. Okay, so here we are. Let me remove that. And there we go. So I'm showing because I'm the member that offers online services. Okay. And I'm not in Miami. So let me just disable that so you can actually see that if I search, now I'm not supposed to be showing. Let me refresh there. Did I save it? Yep. Okay, I don't think this thing is saving. Online service. Let me double check in the database. Obviously, you don't have to worry about this. I'm just showing you how fast you can actually customize this. Online service. Yeah, 0. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's the customizations. Wait a minute, customizations. Give me a second. Yep, that's actually correct. Oh, maybe I'm nationwide or what? Give me a second. Yeah, this is getting geeky, but yeah. Yeah, I'm nationwide or something like that. I gotta edit my profile. It has to be, yeah. Okay. Okay, there. I'm gone. That's my fault. Yeah, a lot of testing. We use this site for testing a lot, so. Okay, so we got this off. And let's say that this member says, well, yeah, I offer my services online too. So that means that they can show everywhere. Okay, just by changing that one, I'm supposed to show here now. See? So that's one way of doing it there, assuming they're not nationwide If they're nationwide, then yeah, that independently of the option that they select, they're always going to show because they're nationwide. But here you can see that with an option, you can control if they show or not show on the site. So that would solve this one immediately. And the only thing that they need to do is add a field in the form, and then through the plugin, because they don't have to code it here, they don't have to come here. They would say, well, I want to add this field that I just created, and if they have the value of 1 or 2 or whichever, then they're gonna show on the search results. And by the way, it's not just that one. You can have more. So maybe you can have an online service, or maybe they're if they actually offer military services, they would also show, or etc. You can make up as many reasons to show them or always show them if they select that specific value. It doesn't have to be a one. It could be online services, you know, uh, learning courses. If they offer that for your particular site, then you want to show them or promote them everywhere. Okay, so you can play around with this one, but there's more than 80 something different um, fields here that I would want to, let's say, prettify on the plugin, meaning make it more easier for you to actually understand what they do and what they offer. So here's one that, for example, grabs all the keywords. So if somebody actually searches for multiple words, it searches for every specific word independently. So that's one. There's another way, or not an AI, but another algorithm that can actually, if they type, if they search for multiple keywords, they actually get searched between all the fields that you have permission to search on, or they search for all those keywords on the specific in a specific field that you want to find all those keywords for some reason or another. So those scenarios are more tied to engineers, professionals in education, lawyers, medical industries there, because somebody might type looking for a gynecologist or something like that, and then they type another word with it. So what they're trying to search for is that gynecologist mixed with something more specific. So they're digging deeper into the specific profession, and maybe you don't have a category with that specific name that they're searching for, or maybe you nobody would type that the exact same way that it's being searched. That's where those type of smart searches come in, including the fact that if somebody, for example, types engineering, you also expect to find engineers or engineer, so you can play around with the specific words. Um, so that's one. Or like in this case, for example, if somebody types, like in this particular case, somebody types vegan restaurants or vegan restaurant or vegan food, you actually want to search for vegan because that's the category they're trying to target. So this system basically removes these words from the search and searches for the actual vegan. And the opposite of it is also true. If they search for vegan or vegan friendly, it will also search for veganism. Same thing that you can play around with, um, obviously on the plugin, but you can add as many associated keywords or phrases as possible to a specific category that you want to search for, or even the name of the company. It doesn't have to be um, a category. Okay, and well, there's a lot of things, but I would love for you guys to put me cases here so we know that they're covered here, so we can start expanding if we can the search engine even more to your specific niche or industry, or how your members are going to be searching on your site. So uh, you know, leave a comment about how would you like for the search to be able to adapt to you, not you and your members to it. I'm gonna put some Wild West music here. Clean Eastwood style. Anybody typing something? We can explain that one in another video. Uh, ChatGPT, the actual name is OpenAI. It has an API. The API is being used by a lot of phone apps and stuff like that and other sites. That's how you would integrate it with your site. And then you gotta teach it, well, not teach it, you gotta inject some information from your site to it. So it learns a little bit about your site, like where to go and what to search for. And yeah, we can do a video about that. It would be good to have a site to do that also. Any questions about the search engine or things that you want to do um, to make the searches more, I could say perfect, but more aligned to what you want your members to be expecting when they do a search? Yeah, yeah. I normally code in Flutter, so that's how we turn the site into an app. It's quicker because you save time between. Yeah, the thing is, in regards to the apps, before, and we're talking probably 7 years ago or something like that, they were offering Apache and and other companies were offering something called Como, which was a oversimplified way of creating apps. The thing is, the quality of the code and the performance of the apps were so bad that all those apps actually got banned from Android and iOS. So if you build apps with those, they don't get accepted into the store. And if they do, they actually get removed later on because you're not coding. I'm not gonna say professionally, but you're not coding in a standard way um, of what the app would actually require from the phone. So, and you would know about these apps because those are the apps that you install, or maybe you've installed them uh, before, and it would make your whole phone super laggy, super slow, or they would crash, or they just they misbehave or something like that. That's how you know that it was built with one of those sucky marketing tactics that they sell you that you can create an app super fast and stuff like that. It comes from more from you having the experience, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll be like, ah, okay. Currently, my homepage has a main sub and location shows. So, will the new feature allow a general search area also? Will this be automated? Yeah, for the search engine, yep. And if it's not, but I mean, right now it has it. But in case it fails or something like that, you tell me. Just tell me. Because I built the thing so it takes less than 30 minutes to actually fix anything. As an app for to my audience, for my people to be able to voice search, etc. Is this possible? For the yeah, it is possible because at that point, because you're creating a phone app, you will be reusing any of the voice activation software that you can have on the phone or the AI that they have. So it could be, Google Assistant or the Samsung one or Siri or whichever you want. So yeah, they could be searching for like that. It's actually not com complex or complicated. It's just reusing what the phone already has. I mean, it might sound complicated, but it's not. No, well, the search, no, it will not, but I can give you that, so no worries. What it does, it gives you the ability for the search to happen in that particular way. So there's a confusion between, what visually you can, let me just go to the homepage of this site. Okay, so for example, here you have a keyword and, the location stuff and maybe a date or something like that. And you can have other fields, okay, other fields as well. Um, and this is different from what the actual search engine is. So here, this sends information to the search engine, and if the search engine um, doesn't understand what you're sending it, then it's gonna fail. That's it. So that's what I'm building, something that can understand what you're trying to send it, or basically what's built already, what you're trying to send it, and it knows, okay, you're trying to search this way or that way, and these are the results that you actually want to get. You move to, what's this, Florida? Okay, well, while that gets answered, so the visual aspect, I can take care of it, Sarah. So don't worry about it. I just need a mockup so I can get an idea of what you're trying to accomplish there. Okay? Um, but the results that you actually get are the ones that are more critical because you actually want to show the proper results of what you're trying to. By the way, I'm not here. I'm in Costa Rica, just in case. Um, the results are what you actually want to show the members. So if they're like in your case, if they're looking for a musician or a writer or something, and you search for that, and they get, I don't know, they get another profession, then you know something is wrong. So yeah, and also, for example, and let me show you something here. Let me just remove all these parameters here, and we're gonna do a search. Uh, yeah, offering online services. So if I were to create a field here, one of those select boxes, and I call it online services, okay, and it has a value of 1 or something like that, it's gonna show me. Let me do it like this. Okay, so there's everybody. And do any of you have a site that I can use to visually show you or just edit out a the search, the filtering options on the sidebar, so I can add a field that you would love to have so you can either filter by it or search with it. Here I don't have any sidebar, so let me just double check something. Okay, can I go to that site without any problems and stuff? Okay, let's go. Give me a second. Um, go here. Singing. Yeah, exactly. So if they search for singing tutors, you want to show that. Okay, so let's go there. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the. This is. Let me put it like this so I can actually see everything. Okay. Oh, great. Great. Okay, so you have one search there. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. What should we be doing here? Do you have the search? Okay. I think Sarah, because you need this, I need somebody that already has search engine for me to test it there. Sarah, can I use your site or anybody else? Do I have access to that site? Oh, well, also, do you have the search engine, the flexible search engine? So you can just customize it super fast there. Oh, okay. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Let me go there. Whoops. Okay. Great. So just in case Sarah made it in a specific way where um once they, okay, let me read this. Once they do their initial search. Uh-huh. What's the question there? Okay, well you answer the question there. Let me just prepare the search engine on your end. Okay, so we got this monster here. Again, this is done through the plugin, not here. So you don't have to worry about this. And the field inclusive list. Let me just remove this here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's go back so we can do a search. We know that it's working. We select that one, maybe this one. We do a search there. And we're supposed to be getting only primary, what did we search? English writing. Okay. Let's just double check a couple. Primary English writing, there we go. Primary English writing, beautiful. Okay. In your particular case, you have a lot of custom fields. So I need to explain to everybody how these fields work. So here For example, if we were to, assuming we didn't have these fields here, if we were to, and I'm gonna remove this one here. If you were to just add the HTML of any of these ones, and you like, you know, you select the thing here, you can see that it brings back results for custom fields without me having to edit the search engine or anything, because it knows, or it'll try to guess, okay, so you're searching for the technology field. Let me look if you have that field in the user's data table. If you do, then okay, they'll match it. It'll create like a mapping algorithm. You're gonna try to match everybody there. Same, like in this case, there's a lot of fields. So if somebody has this value, okay, and that value on those fields, they get matched without extra coding is the whole point of this. So the person or the owner doesn't have to code, or at least code so heavy, because this is another level of coding. In this case, it's just HTML that you had to do before the plugin. Now, when we add the plugin, you literally don't have to do anything. On the plugin side, which I totally forgot, it's going to include the ability for you to add fields to be filtered by or searched by. Okay, so it's we're going to be editing just a widget there, and then extends the ability for you to select if they're going to have a yes or no field here. They're going to have a drop down where they select one option or multiple options, or up to multiple options. Okay. Um, and many more options. It's similar to this one here. Let me show you another site. So on this one, they have, they have this select. That's it. They have this one where they actually, again, it has sub categories for it. Here they have, again, another select, another select. Here they have a range one. So you're like, okay, I can only pay this much, or I want a page between this range, or I'm looking for somebody that charges between that range. Okay, here's a multiple one where they, well, I got Apple Pay, and I got Google Wallet. I'm looking for somebody that can cover that for me. Here are a lot of Boolean values, so yes or no. And there's a couple more that are missing here that we will give you the ability to control through the plugin. Okay, so you don't have to code anywhere. You'll have the search engine which takes care of the backend of your site, and it gives you the ability to do that in the backend. And with the plugin and the advancements of the plugins, you're gonna have the ability to, without coding on the front, add fields, specific fields. Okay, they can control and tell the system how you want them to behave and all that. Okay. Uh, the site is called Find Safety Trainers. But the customizations here are in, I know in your case are dynamic. So all your fields here are dynamically created based on an array that we created for you. But here they're static, and they, where the hell is this? Okay, there we go. And they directly depend on the search engine, on the new search engine. Yeah, exactly. So here one they directly depend on the new search engine. But again, I want to make it super easy for everybody, because you're owners of an online business that should not be forcing you to learn how to code. It's great, but you have a lot of things to deal with in your real life and in your online business too. So I do not want to force the business owner to have to spend more time learning stuff so they can start their business. Okay, that's why we've been automating a lot of the tools that we use. And yeah, so this is one of many. There's a spam manager. There's a stat system. There's 350 something, a little bit over 350, and we've been merging them little by little. But there's way too many that we've done. So right now I'm little by little advertising them. Let's put it like that. I know I suck at marketing, advertising, all that as a salesperson or something, but I'm very good at developing, let's say, magic, okay, solving issues. So yeah, that's it. So this is one way of doing it. You got your other way that's dynamically based, but with the plugin, you'll be able to decide which fields are going to show here, in which order, how they're supposed to be behaving, if the values that they're going to have should all be shown or only show the ones that members actually have. So you don't get empty results. I believe we did it like that. I don't know if we did it like that here, but I know we did it like that on the homepage on your site. So nobody gets it's impossible for you to get empty results. But those and other things are the ones that are coming with the plugin. Hmm. Okay, so coming back to the search engine or the plugin, any questions or things that you would love for the thing to have, um, for the ones that already have it or for the ones that want to have it? Huh? Oh yeah, these fields are the typical ones. The keyword and the location there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link. Yep, thank you, Brenda. I'm gonna put the link so you don't have to worry. For the YouTube channel, and you can watch the video and go through it. Brian, yeah, thank you, Brian. Yeah, because a lot of people also ask for that. Depending on how you want to handle it for the phone, desktop, all that. But yeah, it doesn't have to be a vertical filtering option or searching per fields. It could be a horizontal one too. Hmm. So that's a great question there. Also, you can group the filtering options together. So, well, actually, like this. So you have the main ones that show, and then if they want the advanced ones, here you go. This is one way of showing them. There's other styles. It's just that the plugin we need more time, and those styles look like, you know. Let me go to care.com. Let me go to Yelp. Let me go to Zillow. There's a lot of ideas. The styling like this, like well, that's a zip code, so I don't know. 90210. Uh, sure. I don't know which one. Okay. 9. Give me a second. Oh, okay. So it's a funnel. Sure. This can also be done. Just this will be a customization. Holy crap, that's too many questions. Um, Restaurants. Yeah, sure. Let me see if I can find a site that has exactly. So this is the idea. This is what we're trying to accomplish for you guys, so you don't have to, well, code this. Actually, you just, you know, drag and drop, change your thing there, boom, 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 you're done. Which fields are this, or in the database, or for the users, or what they represent, boom, 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 you're done. For now, it's gonna be for members, okay? To adapt it to post, meaning the features, it takes a really long, just one day. Takes one day. It's not very complicated because it will reuse the flexible search engine. The flexible search engine, here's the truth. The flexible search engine helps developers instead of taking, there's some specific search customizations that I know for a fact would have taken a month and a half to do. Now they take 2-3 minutes. There's some that would take a week or two. Now they take a couple of seconds. That's the potential. of the current search engine. So it saves me way too much time in developing or redeveloping stuff. And now I'm able to work on the visual for you guys to pick up wrong spellings or interpret what the customer. Well, okay, now you got me because this is one of the reasons why I was researching the OpenAI because exactly this. So that's why I was trying to merge it there or playing around with it. That was the main one. But here you can see a visual, and then if you compare against your site, for example, you have this one, which is good, but it's not so much cleaner than this one, for example. Um, so those are the things that I really want to offer everybody. And as Brian said, can I have this in a horizontal fashion? Yes, you can. Any other questions before we end? For you, never. No, just kidding. In your particular case, the plugin, the first iteration of the plugin is in 2 weeks. Okay, so it's gonna be adapted to what you have in your site. You don't have to do anything or any extra customizations, but you'll be able to set the settings for the search engine. The second version of the plugin will include this. So now, well, let me put it like this. The first version will let you work the way that you've been doing, and you could say, for example, you don't want people to be searching by health anymore or by science, or for some specific reason you want to remove something or you want to add something. Um, on the back end side, you can now do it without coding the widget, okay, without touching the widget because I know it's delicate. The second iteration will handle the visual look. So the visual look is it will literally once the plugin is installed, it will show you all this on the plugin. And you can just remove them or say, well, I want this one to be one option, or I want to select in the visual style to look something like maybe this, or to show, like in this particular case, it's showing the most popular ones, what people in San Francisco typically search there. So it looks like everybody searches for breakfast and sandwiches, and for some reason they want some diarrhea problems here. Um, but other than that, yeah, everybody's healthy over there or very skinny. Now we know why they're very skinny. Because they force themselves into the in the bathroom. But yeah, what I want is for us to not have to visually code this part of your site, and for you not to be asking us, but for the plugin to actually manage it for you and make your life easier. Okay, because I know that this is one of the most, if not the most biggest issue that everybody has. The 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 backend search results, how they come by, because maybe you don't want specific members to show, or they're not supposed to be showing because of the way that you did the search, or you were not expecting that, or your visitors were not expecting that, and that's why they leave. They're like, nope, I was not searching for this. This is too far away, or too expensive, or this is not the information that I was searching for, etc., etc., etc. Or even the members, they don't show. Like I know a couple of partners where they have VIP members, and those members have to show for certain keywords or categories, even if those members are not in those categories. Okay, um, and yeah, they wouldn't be able to do it with the default BD. So that's those are benefits, the benefits that you get on the back end of the search. Now on the front, obviously we always customize this, but now we're trying to automate this process for you. Well, for you and for us, and also a visual look. Any other questions? One thing that I would say is for everybody is don't look at BD sites, look at other sites where you want to grab information from. Always look outside the box. And that's where we will get the ideas about what you want to create for your site. There's too many things that you can do here, but a lot of people don't have their own developers. So they're very limited. They're very limited. Maybe they have a lot of imagination and creativity, but they're very limited to what they can actually accomplish on their own. Let's put it like that. Will this search be showing the stuff closest to the person searching? That's already default from BD. So if you go to any site that has not customized the searching in a weird way, and if you do a search like that, it will always show you the closest one to you. If you enable, and by the way, let's just go here. Let's go to settings, general settings, search settings. Okay, well, I think you gotta tune something here with the country. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so search settings, and I believe here's the radius, and okay, if it's not here, I don't see this is great. You need that disabled. Um, or there's an option, I don't know if they put in the advanced settings, to geolocate members. Geocode. If enabled, when visitors search locations that have similar names, pam 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 pam, override post, strict search, let me see, to force searchers to only return results. Um, well, there's an option somewhere. Like I stopped memorizing where they put them because that got moved. Where you set how you want the search engine to behave, and by default, one of the options is that you can ask for the geocoder. Yeah, I was checking on the advanced settings, but I can't find it. It's basically geolocation, geo. I'm just gonna type geo. Localize provides more precise location. Pam, 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 of a member with their no. Yeah, I can't find the option, but well, at least in this site. Um, but it's an option that if I visit your site, it would ask me, hey, do you want to enable this geolocation on your browser so we can actually do a better search for you? And then you say yes, and that automatically fills in the location field. And that will immediately give you this unless the person actually removes their location. What basically on BD, automatically when you search by a location, it automatically tries to search by the closest one to you, unless your site is possessed by a demon or something. Type here geo. Yeah, well, I try. Okay, if there's no more questions, I think we can leave it up to now. And then once we have the plugin, then you're gonna see all those too many features. That's what I can say. I try to document them as much as I can here. Um, like for example, here's a couple of location-based fields where, and let me explain all this one. So if somebody searches for a specific zip code, it will show you other zip codes as well nearby. This is great for sites that are very 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 localized, and they want to cover specific zip codes or cities or states or countries. And actually, I'm missing here counties, or provinces. Um, that when they search by one of them, it actually searches for the other ones too. Um, that's one of the ones there. Here's this one's basically this one's particularly for specific states or provinces that are too big. There was a specific case where if they searched for I think it was Ontario. Let me just do a Google map here. No, Raquel, it's for everybody. Yeah, it's for I mean the search engine is for everybody. For the partners, it's free because they're partners. Partners don't pay for plugins or any customization. That's why they're partners. But this is for everybody because everybody needs to control their own searches and stuff like that. Holy crap. So, um, where was it? Was this? I forgot what they were searching for here. Was it Alberta? Was it Ontario? I think it was Ontario. So let me just do something here. Yeah, let me put it there. Yeah, okay, so it was Ontario. So the problem was this, that they had their members scatter all over Ontario, and the distances they had a default distance of 250. So the Google would do this. And anybody that was, because Google, when you do those searches with radios, it starts in the middle of the bounding box, and it does this with your radius. But we wanted to change the radius dynamically depending on what they were searching for. So one of the other things that the search engine does is if they're searching in Ontario, do 600. So it would 600 or 1,000 or something like that. Stay inside Ontario, but do the search like that. So it will cover the whole area if they're searching Ontario. But you did not want that distance to go to US states. So if you search in a US state or you searching in another state or another area that was smaller, then it wouldn't do that. Okay, same for Texas. If they search in Texas and you want the radius to be bigger, um, but yeah, that's it. That's okay. All three items mentioned will be available in around. Oh, it's actually two plugins. So one is the one that handles the backend searches, like the the engine. Let's put it like that, which is the one that I'm talking about. And the other one is a plugin for the engine that in the beginning is going to be handling, instead of you coding it like this, you just click, 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 and you're done. You can test it live, okay, and on all that. But apart from that, yeah, you click, 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 and you customize the search engine to a huge flexible level that you control yourself without coding. Boom, 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 and you're done. And then that same plugin, and that's why they configure with three, my bad, my fault, is it will have a new version of it where you control the design of how those filtering options will show instead of asking us to code it or something. Just the idea is for you to replace us little by little so you don't need us anymore. So you can customize that, boom, 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 you're done. And we're basing that on Yelp, we're basing that on Zillow, Amazon, eBay, and other type of uh, ways of filtering information. Anyway, there's a lot of them. Okay, it's just that all these ideas came from you guys and um, the needs that you had in regards to this. Actually, Brian helped me with this dynamic radio search. Thanks, Brian. Because of the way that it needed to change depending on the search. Like you could have two people searching at the same time. You don't want to do the radio search, the same radius distance for both of them because maybe one was searching in, I don't know, in Rhode Island or something, and the other one was searching in Texas. I think we're done, right? No? Any more questions? I'm not an expert on live meetings and stuff, so if you don't have any more questions and stuff like that, I can stop the recording, upload the video, you can watch it later. Thank you, Brian. You're the man. The hacker. Unless Jay comes here and starts hacking you with OpenAI or something. Okay, okay. Thank you, everybody. Big hugs. Think positive as always. Do know that you can count on a developer here. And the only feedback that we require is just ideas. Send us ideas about things that you would want on the site that we can maybe automate so you don't have to worry about them anymore. And again, there's too many plugins, but we're working little by little to mention them. Like there's this one that we just did about like a reverse favorite feature, where if somebody leaves they favorite you, you can see who they were, which posts they actually favorite, how many times, how many people actually favorite your things. Like it's like a reverse favorite. We call it who's favorite me. And it's similar to the favorite one. He actually uses the same table and everything, but just the backwards. It tells you who favorite you and how many times and all that for the people that actually find it useful. Hmm. Yeah, that's it. So think positive. Big hugs to everybody. Let me stop the recording here.